As we grow up, some of us were told that we were special, but as we face reality, we may realize that things didn't turn out as expected. We may feel like we're not living up to our full potential. In this video, we'll explore some aspects of our lives that might make us feel mediocre. It's important to take an honest look at ourselves and see where we stand. Here are 10 common signs that you are average. Welcome to the Noah Report. Number 1. Living a mediocre life often involves having your daily routine dictated by others, including when to wake up, where to go, and how to dress. You spend a significant amount of your time working for someone else, and the daily commute to your job can feel like a waste of time. Although your boss claims to appreciate you, you know that you are replaceable, and this reality leaves you feeling unmotivated. You only put in minimal effort at work to avoid drawing attention to yourself, even though you know you're overdue for a promotion. Despite feeling mentally exhausted, you stay in this familiar environment because you can't see any reason to push yourself. At home, you feel like life is passing you by, and the lack of restful sleep makes you appear tired to others. All you want is to be left alone. Number 2. As you move about in various public spaces such as buses, classrooms, and planes, you inevitably find yourself in the midst of a crowd. Despite being surrounded by people, you often feel a sense of loneliness and disconnection. Although you may interact with the occasional neighbor or lady across from you, you have yet to find your ideal group of like-minded individuals. You yearn for a sense of belonging but lack the motivation to engage in socializing or partake in mundane chit-chat. You even feel somewhat distant from your own friends and family, as if they don't fully understand you. Number 3. Time seems to slip away as each day of your life blends together into an unremarkable routine. This cycle has persisted for 5 years or more, leaving you feeling as if you're stuck on a hamster wheel. You eagerly anticipate weekends, yet even then, you find yourself at events and gatherings you didn't organize, always tagging along as a +1. Your day brightens momentarily when you encounter a friendly dog. However, your existence seems to consist of a perpetual loop of tedium, hardship, and fleeting boredom. Your name is either stitched on your shirt or affixed to the door of your cramped office. You frequently regale others with stories of things you aspire to do and your plans to start something new, yet they've been hearing the same tale for years without seeing any progress from you. You take solace in the fact that your friends lead similarly unremarkable lives, and you convince yourself that you're slightly ahead of them. Number 4. You find yourself living primarily in the present, with little regard for the future. This short-sightedness has led to a linear existence, where progress and success seem elusive. The notion that your prime years have already come and gone lingers in your mind. You hope that life will current trajectory, and you're content with that. Possessions of value are scarce in your life, as most of your income is consumed by essentials such as rent, food, and subscriptions. Any leftover funds are quickly spent on fleeting pleasures. You convince yourself that you don't require much else and struggle to envision a different, more prosperous future. Even when attempting to envision such a future, your mind falls back into familiar patterns of the same old routine. Number 5. Despite claiming to possess the recipe for success, you frequently fall short of putting in the necessary effort. You're the type of person who is quick to say, "I could have done that," yet you struggle to follow through on your own advice. Your strength lies in your theoretical knowledge, and you're always eager to give others guidance. However, you fail to apply that guidance to your own life. You're convinced that you possess all the necessary tools to transform your dream life into reality, yet you continually put it off for a better time. You often mistake education for progress, thinking that consuming podcasts or other media will lead to growth. In truth, it's just another form of entertainment. Deep down, you yearn for a life that's more fulfilling, and you believe that you're destined for more. You have a clear vision of what you want from a broad perspective, but you're uncertain of where to begin or what steps to take. You feel as though you have the recipe, but you lack the essential ingredients. Without a mentor or someone to guide you through the process, you've been unable to give yourself a fair shot at success. However, it's never too late to make a change. By consuming this content today, you've taken a step towards a brighter future, and it's your chance to finally make that change. Number 6. You tend to avoid difficult conversations, and confrontation makes you uncomfortable. Your desire for harmony and likability often leads you to sacrifice your own needs and opinions. You have a habit of sweeping issues under the rug and pretending you didn't hear them. When it comes to defending your partner or friends, you tend to shy away from confrontation, sometimes even placing the blame on them. You might find yourself remaining in a relationship long after it has run its course because you lack the courage to initiate the difficult conversation necessary to end things. Speaking of relationships. Number 7. You and your partner have settled for each other, neither of you truly feel like you've found your ideal match. You both know that you could have done better, and even when you try to convince yourselves that your partner is everything you want, deep down you know it's not true. Your mind often wanders to other people, perhaps even people you've never met, like influencers or childhood crushes. You find yourself stalking them online, yearning for a connection with someone more exciting. In the past, you may have let someone special slip away, and now your partner feels like the safe, but ultimately unfulfilling, choice. You wish you could go back in time and be bolder, but taking risks isn't something that comes easily to you. Number 8. You often think about the potential you possess, but the reality is far from what you imagine. You've settled for a mundane life and stopped learning new things after high school. Reading books has become a thing of the past, while you've watched your favorite sitcom multiple times. You believed that you were different and destined for something great, but your fear of taking risks made you choose comfort over challenges. You lost your momentum, and your ideas remained just that, ideas. Now you're merely a spectator of life, and time passes you by without any control. You know someone who chose a different path, and they seem to have found happiness and fulfillment. You wonder if it's possible to reinvent yourself and transform your life entirely in just a few months. Do you have what it takes to change your career, your relationships, your surroundings, and your habits? It's time to take control and make a change. Number 9. You often resort to consumption as a means of escaping reality. When you're feeling down or overwhelmed, you turn to food or alcohol to numb your emotions. You use reality TV shows like Love is Blind or Too Hot to Handle to distract yourself from your problems. You even lose yourself in virtual worlds through video games because there you feel like you can be someone important. You keep up with the latest celebrity news to feel connected to their glamorous lives, and you enjoy discussing it with others. All you really want is to take a break from the world and relax the weight of your responsibilities and regrets weighing you down. Number 10. You are self-dwelling on past events, replaying them in your mind and imagining how you could have done things differently. You often engage in mental arguments where you come out as the winner, wishing you had stood up for yourself in certain situations. Despite your efforts to bury certain memories, they resurface unexpectedly and cause you great anxiety. You fear that if others were to learn of these memories, it would have a detrimental impact on your life. Please let us know in the comments how many of these you could relate to. We are deeply grateful for all of you who have the courage to be vulnerable and honest. Recognizing and acknowledging the current situation is the crucial first step towards creating positive change. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. That's it for today, squad. See you in the next video.